So what if the version of yourself that you've been most ashamed of in your life was never actually who you were? Maybe. Welcome to Lighten Up with Bo. Welcome to not taking yourself, the Course in Miracles, or any spiritual path for that matter so frickin' seriously. Do you sometimes feel like your spirituality is just holding on by a thread, like you're doing everything and you're smiling and you're beaming love out of your eyes, but you're just also gritting like occasionally you feel this kind of fire beneath it? Like, oh, don't take it all so seriously. I assure you that the path of God, of Christ, of Spirit, of Buddha, of whatever, is not looking down with any measurement stick like, you're not doing it right. That is not the nature of the one mind that we share, the mind of love. So if anything, whether you're doing these Course in Miracles practices that I'm going through, so glad you're here. Thanks for being here. And don't take spirituality or any practice you're doing serious. Let the ease and the lightness and the trust that's developing just take you through the process. The Course in Miracles is a beautiful path to free your mind from fear and restore it to love. But maybe you get motivated to go back and start on lesson 1. Maybe you get motivated to do this practice. But if not, maybe this one video will help you, and I'm just glad you're here. So thanks for being here. Thanks for lightening up with me. I'll tell you more about my website and all that stuff at the end of the video, so thanks so much. So we're on lesson 224 in A Course in Miracles. As you know, again, as a reminder, we are in the latter part of the lessons in A Course in Miracles. We're in meditation, we're in listening, we're in allowing, and we're remembering the Christ we are, the one nature we are, the teachers of God that we are. We are calling on that reality to come alive in us, to be restored in each seeming body in this world. We're calling on these practices to lead the way. But before you get into the meditation of the day, you are steeping your mind in a foundational idea, and you're reading it every day. So as I promised, I'm not going to read it in its entirety every day because that's just a lot. But we all know, if you're doing the lessons, that the idea is what is forgiveness. That is the reading that is before these current 10 lessons or so. So you read it every day before you read the lesson. What is forgiveness? So if for some reason you don't have the book, you can Google what is forgiveness page in A Course in Miracles. What is forgiveness idea? It's just before lesson 221. But here's what it is in its essence. True forgiveness knows that nothing ever happened to harm reality. As the Course in Miracles opens, nothing unreal exists. Nothing real can be threatened. Nothing true can be threatened. Nothing eternal can be threatened. And nothing unreal exists. Herein lies the peace of God. Well, forgiveness looks past all illusions as never having any reality. So true forgiveness is not forgiving something out there. It's forgiving the mind for ever trying to put illusions in place of truth. It's forgiving my mind, not in shame and not in guilt. It's forgiving all ideas and beliefs that are outside of God's creation that I made real. Forgiving is calling on Christ vision, the inner vision, to look past the distortions of your own perception, the way you have projected onto things, making it what you think it is and calling that truth. It's being willing to let down every judgment and idea and belief and stop judging, stop labeling, stop thinking you know, and allow the truth within to guide your knowing. So forgiveness is thinking you had a mind apart from love and that you knew anything apart from God. That's kind of the way I talk about it. Each day, you notice I kind of change it up a little bit, but read those 5 to 6 paragraphs, and then you go into the actual reading the lesson for the day and doing your meditation. So this is the lesson for the day, and then I'm going to do the quick breakdown and then read the lesson. So the lesson is lesson 224. God is my creator, and it loves its child. Now, as you know, I changed the words to be more universal. In the Course, it says, God is my Father, and he loves his Son. And I change it to God is my creator. God is my parent. Use whatever words feel loving in your being. God is my creator, and it loves its child. It loves its creation. We are all that one creation. We are all that one child. And I put together a paragraph, as you know, I've been loving doing this. It's about a paragraph or so that just lays the foundation for what this lesson points to before I read it, that I hope anchors it more deeply in your being. So here we go. This is the quick breakdown for lesson 224. So most of us are walking around with a pretty dim view of ourselves underneath everything. We know our history, we know our mistakes, we know the thoughts that we have had that we would never say out loud, right? We know all these things. Right? And somewhere underneath all the effort to be better and to do better is this quiet belief that we are fundamentally a little bit of a mess, that we're something off. This lesson says something that completely dismantles that idea. Your real identity is not the one built from your history and from your mistakes and your worst moments. So I'll say that again. Your real identity is not the one built from your history and your mistakes and your worst moments. Your real identity is so complete and so whole and so luminous and so completely untouched by any of it that the whole world receives light from that identity. Not someday when you get it together either, but right now as you are right now. The confusion about who you are and where you are going is real, right? It feels very real and it seems real. The confusion about who you are and where you are going is real. The weariness of the world is real. But what you actually are underneath, but what you actually are underneath all of that has never been touched by any of it. What we all are underneath that has never been touched. And today is about asking to be reminded of this and being willing to believe the answer when it shows up. It could show up in a feeling. It could show up in a sensation. It could show up in somebody communicating to you that you didn't even expect, but trusting when it comes. So that's what this lesson that I put, that's the foundation. I hope it's helpful. And now let's read the lesson of the day. Lesson 224. God is my Father. God is my Creator. And it loves its creation. My true identity is so secure, so lofty, innocent, glorious and great, wholly beneficent, and free from guilt, that heaven looks to it to give it light. It lights the world as well. It is the gift that our Creator gave to us, the one as well that we give the world. There is no gift but this that can be either given or received. There's no other gift but this, because only what God gives can be truly given or received. And since God only gives this gift and nothing else, there's nothing else to really give or receive other than this light, this glorious true nature of what you are. This is reality, and only this. This is illusion's end. It is the truth. And here is the short kind of prayer / intentional thought that we say before we go into our practice. My name, Creator, Father, Mother, still is known to you. My name with a capital N, meaning a word that simplifies the true identity of what you are. When something is named in the dream, that seemingly gives it reality. So what it's saying here is, my name, Creator, still is known to you, my true identity. I have forgotten it and do not know where I am going, who I am, or what it is I do. Remind me. Remind me, Father, Mother, remind me, Creator, now, for I am weary of the world I see. Reveal what you would have me see instead. Reveal what you would have me see instead. And take that into the meditation. The Holy Spirit, the great messenger, the gift of God, is waiting to reveal a shift in perception, a shift in the nature of your very being, of your identity. And you're calling on that. And so remember, we're doing a morning meditation and a night meditation, 10 minutes, 15 minutes. I'd say minimum of 10, but it's up to you. Or you can do one longer, like 20 or 30-minute meditation. But we're in lesson 224, folks. If you're new to my channel, remember, you may not have started the lessons, and we're in commune with God in life and perfect love all day long. The only gift is the one that you find inside. So you're doing these meditations, and remember to set the intention all throughout the day, at least once an hour, to let that idea come alive in you all through the day. God is my creator. The infinite creation of all life, the universal, fearless expression of all things, God, is my creator, and it loves its child. That's the only thing, is it loves its child. And that identity that it has created me as is alive in me, and it's the only thing that we would find. So that's the kind of feeling all throughout the day. You can always set reminders on your phone or whatever, but just set the intention to be filled with that all through the day. So thanks for being here. Thanks for not taking spirituality so seriously. Just remember that the Spirit, the God of love and playfulness and ease and joy and truth, is doing all the work. You're just remembering and allowing that remembering to take place and getting out of the way. We're doing it together. You're doing so beautifully. Thanks for staying with it. It's not about perfection. You miss a day, who cares? You just pick up where you left off. Nobody's grading you. You are loved. You are whole. So thanks for being here. In the description of the video, you can go to my website, Lighten Up with Bo, and go to the contact page. Reach out to me if you have a question or an email. I have a few symbols I put on hats and clothes because I love wearing reminders to not take the dream so seriously. All the things are there. The book that I released, Unwrapped. It's a playful, vulnerable way where I talk about the 14 wrappings that I think kind of defines the mythical self, the self we think we are, that we build in our childhood around our true self, or at least we think we do. And so it's a fun way to expose the wrappings that were never us in a radical, honest, playful way, whether you're a spiritual newbie or a spiritual expert. So that's available. Have fun. Thanks for those that have taken the time to go to Amazon and leave a review. That's always helpful to, I guess, get the book out in the world. But thanks for being here. And then again, as I said yesterday, I made an app where you can create a profile. The link is in here. But I want to say this. For those that already created a profile, I think there's like 20 of you. I know, it's a work in progress. I am working to merge my app with my friend's because his is live on the Apple Store. So it's like official and it functions much more harmoniously. And when I do that, you 20 folks are going to then hopefully have to get that app and recreate your profile. This is just so it makes it way more accessible to the planet. So, but thanks for being on the one I made for now, but I'll let you know when I merge those two. But the whole idea is I'm so excited. I just want there to be one universal app that's dedicated to all those who feel alive by In Course in Miracles, but also trying to make it feel light and more playful, and a place where you can search by, you have to put your city, your state, and your country on your profile. And but I guess maybe wait till this new one goes live by the end of the week. But this is the excited part. It's just having a place where you could connect with people doing A Course in Miracles. Connection. Having people to talk about the lessons, or just be in the practice of forgiveness and love and acceptance together. So stoked about that. And thanks for being here. I'll see you on the next lesson of 225 and other videos to come. Stay light. Stay blessed. I'll see you soon.